All right, time for another weekly analysis. Price has given us a lot of new information for us to look at. So the first thing we're going to look at is the monthly time frame. And on the monthly time frame, as you can see, price has hit a low. So now, if we look down here, price has hit a low, and this is a very strong low because if price wants to go low, it has to break this low first, and then the second one for price to actually go low. Remember, price is to break two resistances or two supports for the trend to change. And these are our two resistances and two supports. So right now, price is at a tricky area and it is rejected as it should. All right, so what are we seeing on the monthly time frame? Price created a high, rejected, and pushed price lower. This was all very possible since our previous monthly candle closed bullish, pushing price down. So this price action that we had this month, someone should have caught it from the beginning. All right. Now, if we move on to our weekly analysis where all of the important things are. Now, let's see what we have on the weekly analysis. We have hit a low that we have highlighted, our monthly low. All right. I would say this is the only important point that we can highlight right now. We can't actually come to highlight this high because price is not going to reach that high today. Like that's going to take a long time. So what we can do is actually look for a point where price previously broke out, because price is going to want to go and retest that area possibly. So that's the only area that we can actually look for right now, because what we have right here is clean traffic. That's clean price action. And if price can find the gas to clear up that clean traffic, it could. But this is the weekly time frame. Let's remember that. So it will take time. So what we can do right now is we can try and find the last place price broke out, which would be this area right here. All right. This would be the area that price lastly broke out. And that's a good area because if we are to look at this area right here, right, price created a support, right? And then if we look at this candle, right, it rejected that support. That means something happened here. And then the next weekly candle, it tried pushing down, but it still came back up. That means it was retesting that area. And then finally price went down. So this would be the area that price last created something that can cause friction in the markets. And if price can have the bullish pressure to come all the way up, this is the area that price would find some resistance and create more information. So that's the area that we need to highlight. So you can just highlight that as our weekly previous breakout. Yeah, our previous breakout. So you say previous breakout. All right. Now let's move on to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, that's when you can see it most properly. As you can see, it is an area of conflict. So many times price has tried breaking that point. As you can see, rejects, its breakout, it reaches. That's our area of conflict. So we are right from our weekly and our monthly analysis. We are correct. So what do we have on the daily time frame? Price rejected the low, right? What is the next area that price could hit? That would be our next high, which is this area right here. So considering that we have clean traffic to the left, as you can see, this is all clean traffic to the left. And this is very strong bullish. Some might even call it a pin bar, but the body is too big for us to call it a pin bar. We will keep our candlesticks in mind. The body is too bullish. The body is too big to call it a pin bar. This year, we can call it a pin bar. This body is too big, but it's a very strong bullish candle that's pushing price in the direction that we want. And to our left, we have clean traffic. So nothing is stopping the daily time frame from creating bullish candles until it reaches our next resistance. So that's what we have in mind. As long as price does not come below this low, price can actually push higher, because if price is coming below this low, then this is a support. There is a support right here. all right? Because that's where a candle opened and the candle closed. So there is a support right here, and if price wants to go higher, it can't break this support, because if it breaks this support, then that means there are chances for it to break this support, and that would mean price is blocking two supports, which can change the direction of the trend. So price needs to stay above. All right, so that's what we have. So you can just highlight that area as price needs to stay above. All right, there's something to keep in mind when you're doing your analysis. All right, now let's move on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, as you can see, we also do have our clean traffic. All right, so if we have our clean traffic on the 4-hour time frame, what's stopping us? That's where price is at right now. All right, in our previous 4-hour candle, it's closed bullish. So that can only mean that price could push higher. And if it pushes higher, our first target would be this one. All right. So the only thing that can stop price from going higher right now is if price comes and close below this low right here that was created. That is the only thing that could stop price from going higher. But at the moment, if price happens to stay above, especially in the range of this 4-hour candle, and tries to push higher, we might see price pushing higher to the area that we want it to. All right, so let's just adjust some of our zones so that they are reasonable. All right, that's where our order block is. Last bullish candle before price went lower. Right, always keep your order blocks in mind. It's very important. You can see 50% of the last bullish candle before it went lower. It all makes sense if you look at it on the higher time frames and the lower time frames. Now, for where price is at right now, we actually do need to put a zone, because if we put this zone right here, and if price manages to stay above, we will see price go higher. But right now, we have to look at the 1-hour time frame to see what's going on, but this is what's going on. Now, all of our analysis is aligning from the monthly time frame to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what we have on the 1-hour time frame. All right, the good news that we have on the 1-hour time frame is our previous candle was an inside bar, a bullish inside bar. All right, so since this candle was a bullish inside bar, as long as price stays above the low of our 1-hour candle, we should see price go higher. Now, as I said before, our first target, you could even put your first target around this area, and this is your second target, and then this is your last target if price happens to keep pushing higher. So as long as price does not come below our 1-hour candle, we should see price go higher. Now, this would take patience. This would take a long time. As you can see, price has been ranging on the same area since market opened. All right, so if price has been ranging around this area, price could keep ranging around this area. So just if you're going to enter now, you have to watch out for this low. As long as price is above this low, price is higher chances of moving higher. But the moment price comes below this low, then we will see price go lower, maybe for a retest around this area before it pushes higher. So yeah, that's what we have with the points to watch out for, and we know what we're looking for. Price has given us new information, but it's not too much. It's not too much new information. So we have to be careful, we have to be patient, and you have to keep an eye out, because anything can happen. Know your levels, the areas that you are watching out for, where you want price to reject, or where you want price to go to, or what you're waiting for is a confirmation for it to go higher. If you don't want to enter right now, right, you can always wait to enter. You can always wait for a confirmation. When price creates a new high above here, when it closes bullish above this area, you can always enter then, because you have the final confirmation. Right now, we only have signals, but not the actual confirmation. So yeah, that's what we have for this week. We will talk again when we have new information that we can work with.